Okay. So for day 2, we are going to focus on understanding how this emotional wound came into our life, how it was caused to be part of our life. How did it come about? Did it come about when we were children? Or is it because of our past relationships? Or is it because of the trauma that we had experienced? We need to think, try to go back and understand how it came back into it came into our life. And you need to know what kind of issues were happening. If it is through childhood experiences, what kind of experience was it that made you so sad and become wounded? Yeah, sometimes it is because of constantly being gaslighted as a child, or being rejected as a child, or being abandoned as a child, or generally maybe losing a loved one, parents or somebody who you loved so much as a child created this kind of wound, and you failed to understand or heal yourself from it. Okay, so sometimes you could also have this through past relationships. The experiences that you had in your past relationships, okay, can also create wounds. How was the relationships that you've had? Was it loving? Was it supportive? Was it appreciative? Were you enjoying, were you getting the same kind of love language that you have towards other people? I don't know, whatever it is that made you feel wounded, yeah, in your past relationships, you need to also acknowledge that, because when you understand how your wound came about, it makes it much easier to focus on this healing process. You understand where it's coming from and what you need to do for you to heal from this emotional wound. Others may have their wound may have been caused by trauma. Trauma, in our past video we discussed about that, what it means and how you can get trauma. So yes, it causes what? It causes sadness in your life. It makes you feel angry, it makes you feel bitterness. Trauma, it makes you it stops you from achieving your goals, because you are experiencing a sad life. So yeah, you need to look back and see how this emotional wound has actually come about in your life. Okay, so when you do that, you now need to know, ask yourself, what has become true? What has become true because of this emotional trauma? In this case, as a child, if you experienced, if your emotional wound was caused because of childhood experiences, then what has become true because of this? Has it made you be somebody with low self-esteem? Has it made you become a failure in life? Has it made you become disinterested in activities that your people or whoever your communities associate, or whatever association you have? Has it made you lose your interest in participating in these activities? What has become true because of this childhood trauma, childhood wound, emotional wound that you have acquired, that has caused you to be like what you are today? What is it that it has become true? If it is your past relationships, if you faced rejection, if you had a loss, if you had lost a loved one, has it made you become somebody who don't want to be in relationships, try again and be a part of a relationship with somebody else? Has it made you become an extrovert? Has it made you become an introvert in a negative way? Has it made you become something that you don't want to be because of this emotional wound that you're carrying around with? Yeah. And if it is because of trauma, has it made you become fearful of trying new things? Has it made you become somebody who's not interested in thinking out of the box? Are you bitter? You know, what is it that has become true because of this emotional wound that is happening in your life? Okay, so if when you discover what has become true in your life, then you need to find somebody that you trust. You can write in your journal if you find that easier. Some of us don't like talking to people and telling them our secrets because we feel like our secrets are not our own. It's a secret when you keep it to yourself, but some of you may feel comfortable talking to someone, so it is good that you find somebody you trust, whether it's a family member or just another friend. Make sure you find somebody you trust and talk to them about this. Talk to them how this thing came about how it came into your life, what kind of trauma and how, and also what has become true, and discuss possible ways that you can overcome this thing before we actually move to the third step, which is going to be posted next. Okay, so yeah, let's work on this today. Let's talk to people that we trust about this issue. Somebody you trust, will not expose you for talking to them about this issue, or laugh at you, or gaslight you, or make you feel like you're stupid, like you are worthless. Somebody who give you their listening ear and support you through this. You need to find somebody like that. If you don't find anybody, if you have nobody, then get a book and write down everything. Everything, how this came about, what has become true, where it all started, like all that. Okay, so that's our task for today, and then we're moving on to day 3. Thank you for your participation.